March 24th, 98. Dear Mr. Rogers, I feel like Colonel Sellers. Mr. Kleinberg came according to appointment at 8:30 last night and brought his English-speaking secretary. I asked questions about the auxiliary invention, which I call number 2, and got as good an idea of it as I could. It is a machine. It automatically punches the holes in the Jacquard cards and does it with mathematical accuracy. It will do for $1 what now costs $3. So it has value. But number 2 is the great thing, the design and invention. It saves $9 out of 10, and the Jacquard looms must have it. Then I arrived at my new project and said to him in substance this: You are on the point of selling the number 2 patents to Belgium, Italy, etc. I suggest that you stop those negotiations and put those people off 2 or 3 months. They are anxious now. They will not be less anxious then. Just the reverse. People always want a thing that is denied them. So far as I know, no great world patent has ever yet been placed in the grip of a single corporation. This is a good time to begin. We have to do a good deal of guesswork here because we cannot get hold of just the statistics we want. Still, we have some good statistics, and I will use those for a test. You say that of the 1,500 Austrian textile factories, 800 use the Jacquard. Then we will guess that of the 4,000 American factories, 2,000 use the Jacquard and must have our number 2. You say that a middle-sized Austrian factory employs from 20 to 30 designers and pays them from 800 to 3,000 odd florins a year. A florin is 2 francs. Let us call the average wage 1,500 florins. $600. Let us apply these figures, the low wages too, to the 2,000 American factories, with this difference, to guard against over-guessing. Then instead of allowing for 20 to 30 designers to a middle-sized factory, we allow only an average of 10 to each of the 2,000 factories, a total of 20,000 designers. Wages at $600, a total of $12 million. Let us consider that number 2 will reduce this expense to $2 million a year. The saving is $5 million per each of the $200 million of capital employed in the Jacquard business over there. Let us consider that in the countries covered by this patent, an aggregate of $1,500,000,000 of capital is employed in factories requiring number 2. The saving, as above, is $75 million a year. The company holding in its grip all these patents would collar $50 million of that as its share, possibly more. Competition would be at an end in the Jacquard business on this planet. Price cutting would end, fluctuations in values would cease, the business would be the safest and surest in the world. Commercial panics could not seriously affect it. Its stock would be as choice as an investment in government bonds. When the patents died, the company would be so powerful that it could still keep the whole business in its hands. Would you like to grant me the privilege of placing the whole Jacquard business of the world in the grip of a single company? And don't you think that the business would grow like a weed, America, it is the country of the big. Let me get my breath, then we will talk. So then we talked till pretty late. Would Germany and England join the combination? I said the company would know how to persuade them. Then I asked for a supplementary option to cover the world, and we parted. I am taking all precautions to keep my name out of print in connection with this matter, and we will now keep the invention itself out of print as well as we can. Descriptions of it have been granted to the Dry Goods Economist, New York, and to a syndicate of American papers. I have asked Mr. Kleinberg to suppress these, and he feels pretty sure he can do it. With love, SLC.